Armed Forces of the Philippines Chief Romeo Bronner Jr. clarifies that the Philippines is not sending its military cadets to study in China. According to Bronner, the Philippines is only currently sending cadets to 4 other countries.
And let me just clarify, wala tayong pinapadala na kadete sa China. No? We only send cadets to 4 countries, the United States, Australia, Japan, and South Korea. No? In fact, we have about 45 Filipino cadets now studying abroad. No? Pero wala sa China.
Bronner points out, however, that the Philippines has had a Memorandum of Understanding on Defense Cooperation with China since 2004, adding that the program brings positive results for the country.
Malaki yung nakukuha natin na value by sending officers, enlisted personnel, even civilian human resource, pinapadala natin abroad to study. No? So that when they come back, they share the best practices that they learned from abroad, and we can see what we can apply here. No?
Senators earlier expressed alarm that a number of ranking AFP officials had been sent to military schools in Beijing. The Armed Forces of the Philippines is considering other means to deliver supplies for the crew of the grounded BRP Sierra Madre in Ayungin Shoal if boats fail to proceed in the West Philippine Sea. AFP Western Command Commander Vice Admiral Alberto Carlos says they are due to conduct another resupply mission to BRP Sierra Madre in 2 weeks. This because only one of 2 boats was able to proceed to bring the supplies after China's water cannon attack on Philippine vessels last Saturday.
We are considering many options, and ang very first concern natin to be, for us to in the Westcom to be able to comply with that directive is to resupply. Yun muna, to resupply the vessel before the 2 weeks ends. So yun muna ang gagawin namin.
According to Carlos, the rotation and resupply mission is being conducted every month. But since only one of 2 boats was able to deliver supplies to the BRP Sierra Madre crew last August 5, another mission will be conducted sometime this month. He asked that the next rotation and resupply mission would use the same boats. Interior Secretary Ben-Hur Abalos says a re-examination of police operational procedures is in order after law enforcers shot and killed a teenager who they thought was a murder suspect in Navotas. The Department of the Interior and Local Government Chief visited the wake of 17-year-old Jarod Jemboy Baltazar on Thursday and promised justice to the victim's family. Police shot and killed Baltazar on August 2 after mistaking him for a murder suspect they were tracking down. In a statement on Friday, Abalos says there will be a meeting with Philippine National Police leadership to revisit their modes of procedure. Abalos vows justice for the victim, saying that the police involved are already behind bars and that the investigation is currently underway. Criminal complaints of reckless imprudence resulting in homicide, as well as administrative complaints, have already been filed against the 6 police officers, who were consequently relieved from their posts. Department of Agriculture Senior Undersecretary Domingo Panganiban says a total of 300,000 to 500,000 metric tons of additional rice may be imported, after Vietnamese exporters offered to sell their products at a reduced cost. Panganiban says Vietnamese exporters lowered their prices after a meeting in Malacanang, but the official did not specify the cost that was initially promised. According to Panganiban, this will hopefully allow for the country to get better terms for 300,000 to 500,000 metric tons of imported rice. The DA is also working with the government of India to allow rice imports on humanitarian grounds. India, one of the world's largest rice producers, has banned exports of rice. Panganiban says these will help lower prices as it will further beef up national inventory. He adds that even without importation, the inventory is good to last for 52 to 57 days by the end of 2023. The move comes days after President Bongbong Marcos declared that there was enough rice stock for the country, despite the National Food Authority's report that the rice stockpile fell short of the inventory requirements to get the Philippines through calamities. Department of Health Secretary Ted Herbosa is appointing Dr. Tony Leachon as the agency's special advisor for non-communicable diseases. In a statement on Friday, Herbosa says Leachon, an internist and a cardiologist, will be of great help to the agency in its reforms and initiatives beneficial to the Filipino people. Leachon was a special advisor to the National Task Force Against COVID-19 in 2020 during the term of President Rodrigo Duterte. But he had resigned, citing differences with DOH policies and its alleged lack of urgency and management at the height of the pandemic. The Department of Foreign Affairs reports that there are no Filipinos hurt yet in the wildfires in Maui, Hawaii. In a public briefing, DFA Undersecretary Eduardo de Vega says Philippine Consulate General in Honolulu, Emil Fernandez, is giving DFA updates on the situation. According to de Vega, no foreigners, including Filipinos, have so far been affected by the wildfires.
Walang foreign nationals na reported affected kasama ang Pilipino. Remember, ang mga Pilipino nagtatrabaho sa mga main cities, forest fire, no? So we're monitoring the situation. Ang magandang balita, walang affected na Filipino so far.
Thousands of Filipinos live in the devastated resort town of Lahaina on Hawaii's Maui Island. The wildfires began on Tuesday and swept through Lahaina, leaving at least 53 people dead.
Hindi mapigilan ni Gladys Reyes ang mapaluha ng pag-usapan kung gaano niya kasuportado ang asawang si Christopher Rojas sa mga nais nitong gawin sa buhay. Sa kanilang guesting sa Magandang Buhay ay napag-usapan nila ang achievements ni Christopher sa kanyang career bilang isang chef. Pinuri naman ni Regine ang pagiging genuine at loving ni Gladys sa asawa dahil halatang halata raw sa mga mata nito ang pagiging proud habang nagkukwento. Ngunit sa kabila ng kanyang kasiyahan para sa asawa ay ang lungkot at sakit na nararamdaman sa tuwing sinasabi ng ibang tao na walang ginagawa si Christopher at tila si Gladys lang ang inaasahan ng kanilang pamilya. Dahil nga raw pareho silang artista at mas active sa showbiz world si Gladys, ay napupunan ng iba kung nasaan si Christopher. Ang hindi alam ng mga tao ay abala ito sa pamamahala at pagpapalago ng kanilang negosyo at abala rin ito sa kanyang karera bilang isang chef. Samantala, thankful naman si Christopher sa pagmamahal ng asawa at noon pa man daw na nagsisimula ang kanilang relasyon ay ramdam na niya ang pagsuporta nito sa kanya at sa paggawa ng mga bagay na kanyang mahal at na-e-enjoy na gawin. Ito po si Therese Arceo at yan ang ating Bandera Chika for today.